So I wanted to show a bit of practical use of the debugger that I just ran into when diving through here, both in troubleshooting and then learning a little bit more about Unity. So I've got this game the following through a tutorial, and in the game, whenever you collide with the game pieces, you can pick them up, you increment a count, and if the count is over 12, you display the win text. The problem is whenever I play this game, let's see. So whenever I play this game, I could go through, pick up each of the pieces. Oh god. And oh, why did I make so many pieces? Okay. So we get all the way through, and the game text doesn't, or the win text doesn't show up, even though it's in there. So the code is not invalid. Like the code's fine. There's no compile time syntax errors. So it's a little bit hard to figure out. So I can hop in here and turn on the Unity debugger in VS Code, and then hop through. And I've already troubleshot this, so I know what the issue is. But I just wanted to recreate how I found it. So I can, oh, this is for a different part that I'm troubleshooting. So I've got a conditional breakpoint down here in the onTrigger function that won't actually stop in the code until the count is right about 10. Because I wanted to like get a little bit closer to the end before I started like looking to see what was going on. So let me go through and pick up a bunch of these. Oh god. Uh, that, go. So now my count's at 10. Well, or my count is greater than 10, so I'm paused. I'm at 11, and now you can probably see the issue. I'm at 11. I can play through, switch back to the game, and pick up 12. So I'm at 12, but my conditional is saying it needs to be greater than 12. So of course it's never going to fail. So this kind of a runtime error isn't going to pop up an error or anything like that. It's just going to, it's not even going to silently fail. It's just going to run, but the logic that I put in is incorrect. So now that I have this nailed down, I can switch this over to 11. Let me switch back to the game whenever it's done compiling. I'm going to go ahead and restart it so I get all my pieces. While that is going, I'm going to restart the debugger. Go through. Oh god. And oh, come on. So stop on count, play through, and now stop. Count is 12. It's greater than 11, so we should see our success text pop through. So that was the debugging portion of it. So the next part was one that like I put this number here because that's what the tutorial listed. But I really don't like putting magic numbers here because I mean as soon as I add or remove any of these those pieces, it's gonna fail because I need to update the count. So one of the things I was just doing is putting a breakpoint here because I didn't, it's not completely obvious how I can, oh, let me stop it. So all of those, all of the cubes are in this, this game object called pickup, and they're all child objects or pickups. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me just get this, this pickups game object in my code and then get a link like a count of all the children. But there's no obvious. I could being new to Unity, I didn't know where to look in the documentation to figure out what that is, and I was looking up like the different terms and stuff like that, and eventually I found something in the documentation referring to transform, but I don't know exactly how to use it. So instead of like continuing to poke around, I'm just going to I just put a breakpoint into the start. Oh, sorry. So I added a public game object called pickup collection, and then within my player controller, within my player object, I move the pickups game object into here so that I have access to my script. And now now that I have that, I'm putting a breakpoint in the start function. So now if I pop in, I'll get paused right at the very beginning, right when the start function is called. And in addition to being able to like kind of dig through here, I can also pop up the debug console for the game and get a live console going on here. So now I can say pickup collection and start looking through that object to see if I could figure out what I want. And so if I do, actually I already started looking through this, so pickup collection transform will give me all the children, and I see that there's this element here, this property here called child count. So now I can do child count. Child count is 12. So instead of hard coding it, now I can just say total pickups is pickup collection transform child counts. Didn't know that was there. Now I know it. Total pickups. So we get set to total pickups there. And now instead of doing 11, do total pickups. Let's restart our game. Once it's done compiling, this should work. And this is actually like I stopped in the middle of this troubleshooting to go through and add this. So we'll find out if we'll find out in media res if this works or not. So we'll pop up the debugger just in case. Let's stop it at 11 this time. Actually here. So there's another way that the step debugger is really nice. I can hover over and see that the properties, and then step, see that total pickups got set to 12, play through, then switch back to the game, and now this time come on. Boom, boom. So count is 11, total pickups is 12, which means on the next one, 12. Oh god, I made the same mistake again. Holy cow. Let me just just correct this, jeez. And I'm just gonna remove the breakpoint because we know it's fixed now. Come on. Ugh. One last time, swear. And so this explanation was a bit overlong, but now you see that it works. So cool to be able to learn Unity, and very nice to have debugging tools to help me learn and help me get myself unstuck.